More than 50 years has passed since Goldsmith 70, a seminal exhibition of metalsmithing and jewelry held at the Minnesota Museum of Art, juried by Stanley Letchin and John Pripp. Today, with the exhibition Goldsmith 20 held at the InLiquid Gallery in Philadelphia, we look back to that former exhibition with respect to find not only inspiration, but to also celebrate how far the field of metalsmithing and jewelry has come. Goldsmith 70 not only celebrated works, but asked what the current status of the field was in America and pondered where it was going. The work selected in Goldsmith 20 by Dominique Bereder, Eleanor Motti, and Elizabeth Scheipert uses the original work from Goldsmith 70 as an inspiration, embraces the traditional techniques of silversmithing, and pushes the field forward through the use of alternative materials. Several of the works in Goldsmith 20 are directly inspired by pieces from Goldsmith 70, including After Shirk by Jeffrey Clancy and David Clemens. This is based on Pot Form by Helen Shirk. Clancy and Clemens is graduate school professor. Both Jeffrey Clancy and David Clemens are interested in conceptual ideas of authenticity, replication, and craft history. Working from the photos of Helen Shirk's pot form, Clancy and Clemens recreated her original pot and synthesized Shirk's idiosyncratic and fluid studio practice through the filter of their own personal experiences and studio practices that they have individually developed. Tamara Gruner takes her inspiration for her green wings of light from John Paul Miller's pendant brooch. While Miller's brooch utilized traditional materials and techniques, such as golden enamel, Gruner utilizes alternative materials such as aragonite, apatite, plastic, paint, steel, and silver, while nodding to Miller's original through formal design. Ben Dorey has long admired the work of John Paul Miller and used Miller's work tie bar as well as other of Miller's works for inspiration. Both Dorey and Miller share an attraction for the form and beauty found in insects in the aquatic world. Dorey uses the jellyfish-like form of Medusa as a base onto which he combines traditional processes like granulation with utilizing his signature materials of stainless steel. Medusa is here courtesy of the Porter Price collection. A large amount of the work chosen for Goldsmith 70 showcased work that utilized traditional silversmithing techniques and formal design. Thanks to the prevalence of GI Bills, as well as veterans spending time overseas, the mid-20th century saw American metalsmithing start to create legacies of makers dedicated to form and function, material and mastery, and beauty and design. Goldsmith 20 nods to those among the field who work in a similar vein, such as Link by Haley Bates, which is a sterling silver and copper faceted vessel with a shaped pecan wood handle. Second is The Aliens Have Landed by Wendy Yothers, a toddy kettle made from raised, casted, and fabricated sterling silver with a functioning burner to keep your toddy warm. And thirdly, Extinction Vessel No. 4 Threads by Harlan Butt, a silver raised vessel featuring Harlan Butt's signature of exquisite enameling. In jurying Goldsmith 70, both jurors Stanley Letchin and John Pripp expressed disappointment that there weren't more submissions that explored alternative materials. In the 50 years since, we have seen the field of metalsmithing and jewelry fully embrace alternative materials, and now work is just as likely to be made from beeswax, polymer clay, or 3D printed materials as from silver or gold. Highlighting the dream of Letchin and Pripp in Goldsmith 20 are Beekeeper Earrings by Tom Muir. Tom Muir is a distinguished silversmith who has long married natural forms with precise mechanisms during his extensive career. Living in Ohio, Muir surrounds himself with nature, including his beehives that he tends to at his home. Muir combines drawn beeswax comb from his own hives with walnut, brass, and stainless steel for those earrings. Lyric Eden by Jeffrey Lloyd Deaver. Jeffrey Lloyd Deaver is a pioneer in polymer clay. Lloyd Deaver utilizes polymer clay to create abstracted forms that are inspired by nature, memory, and place. His work goes through repeated cycles of fabrication, layering, and curing, mimicking the repetitive and laborious processes in traditional metalsmithing but utilizing polymer clay. Bombap Ring by Zach Melman-Carsey. Zach Melman-Carsey combines traditional metalsmithing techniques with new materials and processes in his Bombap Ring. This playful ring is made from 3D printed resin and sterling silver and is topped with both traditionally set stones as well as a speaker to play music via Bluetooth connection. Melman-Carsey's Bombap Ring is perhaps the piece in Goldsmith 20 that looks ahead the most, connecting the traditions of metalsmithing and jewelry with personal technology that consumes our modern culture. The work here in Goldsmith 20 is a nod in the direction of the field's predecessors with a modern twist. We are honored to host this exhibition that pays homage to the past while looking towards the future.